you. So just to update, we have got close to 300 applications as of now, and they have already been the curation process has already begun.
Prashant, sorry for interrupting, but we are live now.
Okay, fantastic.
All right. Very good morning. I get that chirpiness from our special guest today, who's joining us for this session. Today's YouTube Live is focusing on a new initiative that we launched last month. Um, on behalf of Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog, we're very pleased to share again that going ahead with our objective and agenda of promoting a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, and specifically innovation leading to entrepreneurship in this case, is the initiative all about. This is the collaboration that Niti Aayog, Atal Innovation Mission, signed with Horses Productions Private Limited last month, and we had a grand launch of this initiative called the Horses Stable Junior. It is an initiative for the students, not just ATL students, but students across the country who can participate in this initiative to present their innovations and ideas and be able to pitch it in front of a panel, which is going to be the horses, so to say, who would be funding these top ideas, and they get a great opportunity to become an entrepreneur. I have with me today, for answering a lot of questions and giving more information about this initiative, which is the Horses Stable Junior program, which we've launched. We were graced with the presence of our former CEO, Mr. Amitabh Kant, for this launch event, which took place last month, along with celebrity actor and investor, Mr. Sunil Shetty. So we have a great endorsement for this initiative. We have a great leadership driving this initiative. And we, of course, have all of you great student innovators who will be a perfect fit for such an initiative that we want to launch to encourage our student innovators to be our future entrepreneurs of India. So with that, I have with me Mr. Prashant Agarwal, who is a serial entrepreneur. He is the CEO of Horses Productions Private Limited, and he has created this concept of Horses Stable Program. There is a senior version of it, and there is a junior version of it, which we recently launched. And he's going to share more about what this initiative is all about. I highly recommend all of you to put in your entries and participate. The application forms for this are open, but we'll share more about it in a bit in terms of what this initiative is all about, how you can participate, what is it that you need to be able to participate in this initiative that we have. And it's fairly simple, and it's going to be an enjoyable experience like we try to do for most of our initiatives. So without further ado, Prashant, thank you so much for joining us for this session today. I'm sure our young student innovators, as well as teachers and mentors who've taken out the time to join us today and who'll be watching us later on this YouTube live, share with them what, first of all, I mean, before we move on to the Horses Stable Junior, let's hear more about what Horses Stable is all about. It sounds like something. It sounds like I don't want to say what, but of course there are a lot of such initiatives. But how is this initiative different? And tell us more about the Horses Stable enterprise, so to say.
So, firstly, Dipali, I would really love to thank everyone who is behind this program, no matter in what capacity, even the people right now who are watching us, the kids who are watching us, the teachers, the mentors, the investor community, and the entire startup ecosystem, right? Uh, and it has been a lovely journey with Horses Stable. It's my third year into it. I mean, I've already begun the third year, and fourth year is soon gonna come through. So, firstly, Horses Stable is a platform, is a vision for anyone who can dream, right? It is a platform which gives you the horsepower, what is required by an entrepreneur, by an innovator, by someone who can hustle. So they are various other attributes what the Horses Stable platform can give. It is just not a reality funding show. it is a platform which is going to give you a mega horsepower with in any kind of capacity. There has been, probably I would love to say, from a few seasons, we are right now into official season 4. So in one of the season, one of the investor or one of the investor did mention horses stable is just not a platform only to get money. It is in fact a platform wherein every entrepreneur who walks in walks out with something or the other. It could be respect, it could be mentor, it could be guidance, it could be few thoughts, or it could be capital. So that is what horses stable is all about. uh, Horses stable has been an exciting journey. It has been giving an adrenaline rush to most of the entrepreneurs and so as the investors. But yes, with that same excitement and with some same josh, uh, when the thought of juniors came across from ATL and AIM team to us, we were super excited. When Dr. Chintan Vaishnav first just gave us the heads up, okay, why don't you guys think about horses stable juniors? So we didn't waste any time there. You are the backbone from the ATL team, and you know that how uh, how aggressive we were to get into action. Although it got delayed a bit, but we were quite aggressive to get into the action and to get out the world. So it's a first of its kind of a program, Horses Stable for Juniors. We all are excited, and so are Mr. Shetty. Anna is super excited to see what the great and young minds have. The applications have been really amazing from the uh, student teams, from whether they are part of ATL or not, but the applications have been super amazing.
Now that you mention Anna and Sunil Shetty, I'm curious, and I mean, I'm not curious, I know, but our students would be curious to know that how is Mr. Sunil Shetty associated with this initiative and program. And I remember his words from the launch event where he mentioned specifically that I'm often asked that there are so many shows like Shark Tank and various other such shows coming up now for entrepreneurs and for their encouragement and funding support. How is this different and where do you fit into the competition? And I remember him saying, and I really liked what he said that my response is that we should have many more, and the idea is not to compete, the idea is to encourage as many entrepreneurs as we can. And he being an entrepreneur first, I would say, Sunil Shetty himself, nobody better than him to drive a show like this. But tell us more about how he's associated.
So, Mr. Shetty, when I approached him for him to be a part of the show or something, he got so excited with the entire concept that he kind of mentioned, Prashant, we would love to work hand in hand. I would not only just mention that he's just not a celebrity host or just a mentor on the show, but he's also mentor in the entire IP horses stable. He's a business partner, an equal business partner with us in the company, who is taking the show to the next level. He's just not a celebrity face or a brand ambassador, but behind the scenes, he works most of the days hand in hand with us to take the show to the next level. So when we sat down with the juniors concept, sorry. So when the juniors concept came across to us, uh, he was so excited. He said, okay, this is what is something differentiator with horses stable. This is what is that is why we are different from any other funding platform. Yes, competition is good, definitely, but the larger picture is that we are the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, right? We are aiming to be the first one, and every single step we take in, it would lead us to that someday or the other. So Hoping for everyone's support, love, and wishes for the same.
That's encouraging, Prashant. Thank you for sharing that. Tell us more about the Horses Stable Junior initiative and program, and how can students participate in it? What do they need to know, or what do they need to be submitting for their entries? And what does this really include in terms of the number of evaluations, etc.? Just walk us through the details of this initiative.
Great. So, firstly, Horses Stable Junior is a program for the age group of 10 to 17. It is specially curated only for this age group. Okay. So, firstly, if you're 18 and above, I'm sorry, or rather, we are sorry, you cannot participate in Horses Stable Junior. There is a different program for you, Horses Stable, that is much more eligible for you. But this is specially for the age group of 10 to 17. Whether the second question is whether you are a part of ATL or not, it does not matter to us. The application is open to anyone and everyone. Yes, if you're coming through ATL, you have an added advantage or a benefit, that is, you're already being guided and mentored. No worries. If you're not part of ATL, we are here to support you. The ATL is here to support you, to guide you, to handhold you during the entire process till you reach to the finale. That's the second crucial important information. Third, the applications, due to a good number of response and due to varied requests, we have extended the applications till the 15th of July. So 15th of July would be the last day for applications. That is a very crucial day. So in case if you have an idea right now, go ahead and register yourself. It's a very simple form. It's a 3-pager form. The first page asks you about your personal details, like name, phone number, who all are on your team, etc, etc. These are the basic details. The second pager of the form generally picks up what is your idea all about. Where did this idea come from? What do you intend to do with this idea? The third set of the third page is basically, it asks you, where do you see this idea growing? What would you do with the required funding? Have you been already been funded in the past, or are you looking for a fresh set of funds? That's the most that's about the application. Fourth and crucial thing which I would like to let everyone know, Dipali, is the investment is an equity free investment. It is basically a grant which would be given out to the student teams or the kids team. It's a grant to support your idea. It's a grant to enable your idea to a larger market. It's an opportunity for you to come up with your own prototype with that grant and develop it. Ideally, we would love to see how you are able to solve a problem. That is the first thing in innovation at Horses Stable, what we look at. It is, we are not looking for any kind of businesses. No, we are looking for innovation here. What is something different about you? If you may be doing something regular, what is, how are you different in it? That is what will excite us. That is what will help you to come out on the TV. One more important thing, once your applications are received, uh, all your applications are also being evaluated and checked by Mr. Shetty's team as well. So this would excite you all that in case if your idea is liked by Mr. Shetty and his team, he could be one of the sole mentors whom you might be looking for. You never know. That comes as an added advantage, but you know who to get to choose which comes anyone. It all depends on your ability. It all depends on your ability. idea all depends on you. In regards to Horses Junior, yes, the most important thing, the carnival. Once your application comes in, your applications would be curated into five different sectors. That is north, east, west, south, and central. And we would be choosing in 50 teams from each sector, which will come and present in the carnival. The carnival is basically an exhibition or a mela with, it's gonna be a 2 days exhibition or a mela, wherein it's gonna be with local food, local music, local festival, and definitely the entrepreneurship. Because at Horses Stable, we celebrate entrepreneurship. At Horses Stable, we love to celebrate with entrepreneurs. So that's the idea of the carnival. Once you are a part of carnival, or once you are shortlisted in the top 50, there would be a panel or a jury. They would be shortlisting five student teams from each carnival or each sector, which will be a part of the finale. So that's what your journey is going to look like. There's going to be a lot of guidance, there's going to be a lot of musty, there's going to be a lot of uh, people interacting, networking, lots of musty fun. Lights, camera, and action is the next thing what you're looking for.
I'm excited. I'm sure the students are as well. This sounds so good. Few things to reiterate, and I want to mention it again to all students, are that there is an opportunity. Prashant was just mentioning there is an opportunity even in participation. So even if you don't make it to, let's say, the regional carnivals, or you're not selected for the finale, at each stage there exists an opportunity. So when you participate, like Prashant was mentioning, there is an opportunity that your idea gets picked up just because it is liked by the evaluation team, which is Mr. Sunil Chetty's team. And there's an opportunity to get mentorship from him and his team, which is going to be fantastic. Let me tell you that with a successful entrepreneur like him, getting that guidance at this young age, it is an experience you don't want to miss. The other thing is, of course, there are participation certificates. Like every other initiative and competition that Atal Innovation Mission does, there are opportunities that exist for participation as well, and for the winning team. So here there's a huge bait. Here's a huge opportunity in terms of being selected for the regional carnival. For regional carnival, there will be a lot of interesting things that you can expect, and a lot of recognition that you can expect. We will reveal as we go along on what all recognitions and opportunities are there for regional teams, as well as for the finale and finalists. Now, finalists, apart from being featured on
National television.
broadcasted show on national television, apart from that, you're also going to, of course, receive the grant money. So the other thing that I want to reiterate, and that Prashant mentioned, was that students and teachers and mentors and parents, please, this is very important for you to note that this is not an equity funding, this is a grant funding. So there isn't any stake that is going to be involved. Your IPRs are with you. It is only to support the idea that you get a grant funding from this initiative, and it is to encourage and create innovate entrepreneurs out of these young innovators. So I would encourage all students to put in their ideas, big or small. It could really go a long way. You never know, you will be the next Prashant, who's a serial entrepreneur. So
I'm honored.
yeah. No, so thank you so much for sharing all that, Prashant. And teams, this entire journey is going to be very interesting, students, for you, because you will learn along the way. And we've seen that across all our initiatives. Whenever there's a journey where you have a cross state collaboration, you interact with teams from different states, regions, you learn a lot from your peer group. You learn from the mentors who will be assigned to you, who will help you in this journey ahead. And you'll of course get a real life experience of what it is like to be really pitching for your product, really pitching for your idea and innovation, what it is like to develop it to a stage where you can confidently stand up in front of the horses, in this case the jury, to present it forward. It can really have a very positive impact on you as individuals, on you as students, not just the financial implication or the rewards implication, but as a personality change that we've seen in students happen, and the confidence that they gain and the exposure you get out of such an initiative. So again, encouraging all students to participate in this. There are, like Prashant said, 3 rounds. First one is just the initial screening round, out of which the top 50 teams from each region and 50, student teams will be selected, who will be participating in the regional carnivals. And from these regional carnivals, we'll create episodes out of these regional carnivals. And finally, there'll be the finalists of the event, and the national few final teams would then get an opportunity to pitch and get funded. Okay, wonderful. So this is exciting. The last date as of now is 15th July. So you have a week, rush and participate in this. The applications are open. It's fairly simple, like Prashant explained. It's fairly simple to go and apply to this initiative. Prashant, I have a few more questions for you, which I'm sure our young
Please.
innovators would really love to know more about. And those are, are there any do's and don'ts that students must keep in mind when they're applying for this? And also, why do you think students should participate in such an initiative? I've given my view. I want to hear yours from an entrepreneur's point of view.
So I'll just come down. There are two set of questions what you have asked me. First is the do's and don'ts, and second is why does any or why do any student team needs to go and apply, right? So I'll just come down to the first one. Uh, yes, there are certain do's and don'ts with my experience. What I would love to share as such on the portal, there's nothing mentioned that you cannot do this, you should do this, nothing like that. But with my experience, I would love to share. You need to have a great idea. That is something what we are looking for. Okay, it could be small, it could be big, that does not matter. The size of the idea doesn't matter. You need to have a good idea. Whether how good it will be, that even I cannot decide. Neither my team would decide. It's the entire fraternity what is going to be deciding it. It's just not reliable on one person. No, that is something what you need to really keep in mind. Second, even if you don't make it up to the finale, right? At every stage there is opportunity. Even if you apply, it means that you have taken a first step towards entrepreneurship. That means that you have gained confidence in your idea. You have taken the first step to become an entrepreneur. It does not matter what the outcome is. Today I just learned it from someone, Dipali, uh, Thomas Alva Edison, right, who invented the bulb electricity, right? There's just a different perspective. You know how many times uh, did he try to get success? It was close to 17 times. Okay, some people say that he failed 17 times. Some people look at he got 17 different ways by which the bulb or the electricity could not light it up, right? It's just a perspective what is different. Similarly, in your first step when you apply, even if you don't make it to the regional rounds, that's fine. We evaluate and we are going to be taking every application very seriously. Whether you are part of the regional or finale or not, that does not really matter. They must be something that it is really a great idea, but we just don't want to expose it to the world, and that's why we don't want you to be part of this round. But you might get a private guiding session, a private mentoring session from one of the ATLs. It could be that we might want to take that one of your ideas in a separate zone. We don't want to expose it out into the market. It could be one of those reasons. So it's not a failure that you did not make it up to the TV show. Yes, visibility is good, opportunity is great, the platform is big enough, the money is really involved. So definitely we are seeking for some serious ideas and serious businesses. It's not a platform for time pass or just to gain visibility. It is a platform for serious business out here, because there are so many people, so many entities which are involved. So my request to everyone, whoever is watching this session, in case if you're really serious about your idea, about your entrepreneurship, about your goals, about your business, we are here to support you and give you that horsepower what you need. Without even you asking what horsepower do you need, we will be able to support you and help you grow and accelerate from one point to the other point. It's a great experience. Remember one thing, it's a great journey, as rightly mentioned by Dipali. It's an experience. What you're gonna take out from this particular journey is success or failure is secondary. You got to live that experience. It's once in a lifetime kind of an opportunity what you get through. So these are certain do's and don'ts what I would like to put it across, Dipali. Your second question was, if I'm not mistaken or if I'm recollecting it right, why do student needs to apply to this particular initiative or the program? Certain attributes, your ideas are gonna get wins. Your idea are gonna get horsepower. Great mentors, get a strong hand-holding support from even if you're not part of ATL. You never know, ATL must be interested in your entrepreneurship idea, that they could say, okay, we are gonna be guiding this particular student team or mentoring that opportunity. Again, it's gonna be a great cross-state networking. You're going to be presenting within your state. You're going to be interacting with other 49 teams within the same region. You got to learn from those ideas. Okay, that how different are they, what are different ideas out in the world, how creatively can the kids can think across. So that is a great opportunity. Third, as I mentioned, the journey itself is gonna be very unique. It's gonna have lots of fun. It's gonna be having lot of learning, and definitely people watching your back. Last but not the least, there are two main attributes for this particular program. One is the visibility on a national television. Your idea would be presented in front of crores or billions of people watching your show. That is the first and most important thing. Get funded or not, people are going to be hearing you. Either you get funded here or not on the platform. It could be that even if you make it to the regionals or finale, there could be someone watching back, maybe in the States or maybe in London, this particular program, and they might be interested to fund you or to invest in you or to guide you or to mentor you. Last but not the least, what we are able to help the kids team, once they make it to the finalists, we are able to help them with a grant, so that they, with that grant money, they can grow their business ideas. So I don't think why should not why should anyone would be having or would be wanting to miss such an opportunity. So I would say immediately while you're listening to this AMA session, go down to horsestable.com/junior and apply it right now. We are all excited to see what your young minds have.
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you so much. And you're absolutely right in terms of, the opportunities that exist. The first step is to share what you have, to share what sort of innovation you're working on. And then the possibilities are immense to help you take that idea forward. And like Prashant mentioned, that the opportunities could be with or outside this initiative, as long as it's an interesting idea. There could be immense opportunities from mentoring to financial support to support and taking it to the market. And it could be just by someone seeing your idea for the first time through the regional carnivals, which have an opportunity of featuring on the national television. And the finalists, of course, have an opportunity not just for funding in the show but also outside of it. So um, full of a bag of goodies and opportunities for all students. Since you're
One more
mentioning how to
thing, Ali,
apply.
I am sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. I would just like to state one thing to the entire audience right now. This platform is not for me. This platform is for you. This platform is made honestly for you, for your dreams to come true. Take every single opportunity, whether it is horses stable, whether it is ATL, or whether it is an XYZ entity. Go ahead. Such platforms, you should be lucky that such platforms are made available to you at this age and during this time. When I was young, when I was at your age, I don't think so we had any of such platforms or any of this incubation centers or ATL labs in our schools. No, we didn't get such an opportunity. So this is a great opportunity, and honestly we had to fight it out to get this opportunity to you. So utilize it to the best in whatever form you can.
Thank you so much, Prashant. And let me thank the Horses Stable production team, as well as everyone involved from Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog. We had Anish, who was helping us drive this initiative. Garima, again, driving this initiative, who's also here on the call. Vishnu Priya, who's supporting with this initiative, and many more people from Prashant's team, from Horses Stable team, who are helping drive this initiative. And it is truly one of its kind initiative just for you all students. Please participate in this, and thank you so much for the Horses Stable team to come up and deliver such an initiative to the idea that we had, Dr. Chintan's leadership in having such an initiative come forward. And let me remind people who don't know this already, and if I haven't mentioned this already, that this idea itself comes from a student, from a child. So it is truly targeted towards students because it comes from a student, and those inputs and feedback have been captured while we were curating the program itself. We've actually captured inputs from students and children to give you the right experience and the best experience and make it meaningful for all our students. Now with that, let me request Vishnu Priya from the ATL team to share with all our students how to apply. Just share where to find the application form on the website, and just submit your entries. Over to you, Vishnupriya.
Thank you, Dipali. Thank you for the wonderful AMA session. Now, for those who are looking to how to apply for the Horses Stable Junior program, all you need to do is go onto the AIM website, which is aim.gov.in. And the first banner that you will see on the website is of the application related to the Horses Stable Junior program. So you just need to click on the banner, which will redirect you to the Horses Stable website's application. It's a simple application. It has four sections, which include personal details, business model details, financial details, and any other important information that will need to be captured. So it's a simple form. Please make sure that you participate and make the most of this opportunity by visiting the AIM website and participating today. So yeah, that's it from my end, Dipali.
Thank you, Vishnupriya, and to all the students, teachers, mentors. Again, I encourage you all to log in to the website, look at our banner, and participate in this initiative. You have less than a week, you have time till 15th. Grab this opportunity to put in your innovations and ideas and stand a chance to be a part of either the regional carnival or the finale team or both, and also many more opportunities that lie ahead of you, including participation certificates and various recognition and rewards that you stand a chance to win. With that, I'll thank the entire Horses Stable Production Private Limited team, Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, and all the team members involved for curating something like this. And all the very best to all the students, all the mentors and teachers. Request you all to participate along with the students, help them, guide them, encourage them to participate in this. They need your guidance, and thank you for all that you do for students every day in terms of taking their innovation journeys ahead. Thank you so much, Prashant, for joining us for this session. With that,
It was lovely. Also, one last point before I end up this call. Any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. There are email addresses available. There are ATL team available. They are available, and they are looking through all your queries every now and then. So, any kind of questions, no matter how serious the question is or silly, you can always shoot out to us. And make sure your question within 48 hours.
Thank you so much, Prashant, for adding that. Absolutely. Any questions, queries, please reach out to the Horses Table team through the email IDs given on the portal, or reach out to us through our query portal.
Thank you once again.
Thank you.